That's what Sweden's foreign minister says this morning about dealing with the U.S. and NATO at a gathering of the alliance in her country. Led by NATO's leader Mark Rutte, Secretary of State Marco Rubio is there, and so is Fox's Jillian Turner.
One of the things Secretary Rubio spoke about with Mark Rutte is this forward deployment of an additional 5,000 U.S. troops to Poland, something that President Trump announced overnight on Truth Social.
Earlier this month, the U.S. announced a plan to pull 5,000 troops out of Germany as the president's critical of our allies not doing enough in the Iran conflict. Rubio says there is a bit of progress in talks with Iran, but it keeps blocking shipping in the Strait of Hormuz.
Iran is trying to create a tolling system. They're trying to convince Oman, by the way, to join them in this tolling system in an international waterway. There is not a country in the world that should accept that.
A late-night Trump critic has gone off the air. Stephen Colbert's last show was last night.
We were here to feel the news with you. And I don't know about you, but I sure have felt it.
CBS says the decision to cancel the Late Show was purely financial, but Colbert supporters believe it was political. The president wrote this about Colbert on Truth Social after that last show.
No talent, no ratings, no life. He was like a dead person. You could take any person off of the street and they would be better than this total jerk. Thank goodness he's finally gone.
Fox's Carly Shimkus. He's considered one of the greatest race car drivers ever. And Kyle Busch's death has shocked NASCAR. He was only 41. Fox's Chanley Painter has a family statement.
Remembering the husband and father of 2 children as a future Hall of Famer, a rare talent who was fierce and passionate. And just last Friday, Busch gave his final post-race interview after his second win of the season in the Craftsman Truck Series.
Why do these moments never get old, Kyle?
Because you never know when the last one is, you know.
Kyle Busch's 234 wins is a NASCAR record. No cause of death has been given yet. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's the tale of Tina, searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
I put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
President Trump will hit the road today, going to Suffern, New York, just north of New York City, for an event with Congressman Mike Lawler, a Republican who Democrats are targeting, trying to vote out in November. Before he leaves, the president will be there for the swearing in at the White House of the new Federal Reserve chairman. Kevin Warsh replaces Jerome Powell, who the president has harshly criticized for not cutting interest rates enough. All that the day after the president hit the brakes on a plan to deal with artificial intelligence.
The president abruptly canceled a signing ceremony for a new AI framework, telling reporters he did not like what he saw in the executive order text.
We're leading China, we're leading everybody, and I don't want to do anything that's going to get in the way of that lead.
The administration and Congress are considering guardrails for artificial intelligence to manage risk and cybersecurity concerns. President Trump says he's worried the planned executive order would be a blocker. It's unclear how soon a revamped order will be signed. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
An African Ebola outbreak keeps spreading, mostly in Congo. The World Health Organization just gave an update, 750 infections, nearly 180 deaths. And now an update on an American Ebola victim.
Dr. Peter Stafford, infected with Ebola virus while treating patients in the Democratic Republic of Congo, is reported to be very weak but not critically ill at a special isolation unit at Charité University Hospital in Berlin, Germany. The statement says Dr. Stafford shows clear symptoms but does not require intensive care or organ support and remains under close observation in a high-security area. His wife, also a doctor, and their 4 children are quarantined in a separate part of the unit, not showing any symptoms. They were in Congo with a Christian missionary group. Chris Foster, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks may rise again. Adding to yesterday's gains, Dow futures are up nearly 200 points. In the NBA playoffs, the New York Knicks won their 9th straight postseason game, beating Cleveland 109-93 to go up 2-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news Illinois lawmakers sending legislation designed to curb junk fees to the governor's desk. The state Senate passed a measure designed to target mandatory fees tacked onto purchases. These include convenience or processing fees for booking a hotel, buying tickets to a live event, or ordering food via delivery apps. Champaign Church shutting down its interior playground after years of families having fun. They committed to use the First Christian Church playground for more than 20 years. The church said in the past few months there's been property damage, inappropriate substances, and adult material found there. IDOT and law enforcement agencies across Illinois urging drivers to be safe on the roadways. Over this Memorial Day weekend, they're launching the Click It or Ticket campaign to crack down on seatbelt violators and impaired drivers through next Tuesday. During the Memorial Day campaign, law enforcement will step up traffic safety efforts. Drive safe and watch out for others. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hey, good morning, 7:06. Thank you, Jim Miller. I am Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey. Hello. It is Friday into Memorial Day weekend, when we remember those that gave the ultimate sacrifice to the United States of America, the best country ever conceived.
Absolutely.
Greg Solier, how are you?
I'm well. How was your sojourn to the Arch and vicinity, Cardinal Land?
Yeah, baseball excluded. It was awesome.
Yeah, a couple losses from the Cardinals.
Yeah, not so good. 7-0.
Don't get me started on losses, okay? So
right.
They showed this thing on social media with a guy at a batting cage swinging horribly and missing every pitch, and said, "Cubs with runners in scoring position."
Yes,
oh, man.
yes. If you'd like a live report from the upper deck right field side tomorrow afternoon's ball game, for some reason I spent money there, so there'll be the four of us there. We'll see how long we last it out. So
they're only a game and a half out. Milwaukee came in and swept them.
It's just the swoon that they approached it. I know pitching hurts, but good clubs rally, and the investment in free agents that have come aboard have not been doing much, nor the existing team players, by and large.
Pete Crow Armstrong has...
Which version did we get from the minors?
Right.
From the Mets, I should say.
He jumped to that $100-and-some million contract. Very unusual to get an early one.
I see.
The only guy really carrying the team is Nico Horner right now.
That's right.
Cubs had that 10-game winning streak, and it's early. We only have 4 more months, so.
Yeah, I know, but just
I know,
ugly.
I know. The Cardinals lost.
It is.
Cardinals lost in front of us 7-0 and 6-2. So this Connor Griffin, 20-year-old kid, huge, gigantic Christian, wonderful speaker, 20 years old.
Okay,
he's going to be a big time star.
Nice.
The kid has got it. He's 6'3". He's fast. He's 4 for 5 on the first night we saw him.
Huh.
He's got a lot of tools. He's going to be a very, very good player. Very
kind of sounds like an Aaron Judd. Of the Cardinals.
I thought of actually who was the shortstop for the Yankees for a long time. That kind of kid.
Jeter. Jeter.
Yeah, that kid.
Okay.
I think this kid. I'm based on his body movement and his performance, his carry, his presence. Outside of getting really hurt, I think he's a Hall of Famer someday. That's how good I think he'll be. I mean, I would take him in a heartbeat. Tell me who you want. You'll never trade him. He was the 9th pick in the 2024 draft, and now he's doing this in baseball, Major League. That fast.
Okay.
Very, very unusual. All right, 7:09. We check your weather. Brought to you this morning by Busey for over 158 years. It's Busey, member FDIC. It's Friday morning. Meteorologist Greg Solier now for a nice 3-day weekend, sir. What are you seeing?
Yeah, it could be a whole lot worse. Won't be perfect, but very much manageable, doable, and should not be much of an issue. You're going to have to briefly check down to Plan B for if you have any outdoor activities, field work, cookout, barbecue, parade, honor guard, whatever you got going on here. There'll be some shower activity from time to time. The meat and potatoes of it all, Ohio Valley and southward, Ozarks and westward. The Plain States will get some meaningful rainfall, and through the upper Midwest as well. And with time, we'll kind of put some better numbers on the board here regarding temperatures going forward, a little more warmth going back into the soils. That will help as well. But in the meantime, not bad. 54 Willard and Savoy, 55 Rantoul. A lot of low and mid-level cloud across the area. We may eke out a stray shower at some point this this afternoon. A few hundredths of an inch if you get it going at all. Highs up near 70 on an east wind. Down tonight to a couple of showers in spots early. Better odds are after midnight. Low down to 57. And again, the rain chances vary from 30% tomorrow to 50% on Sunday to nothing Monday. And still in that 30 to 50% range, give or take Tuesday to Thursday next week. But getting a little more typical late May, early June-like for a change. Humidity comes up. After 77 tomorrow, we're up near 80 on Sunday. Dry Memorial Day Monday, the high near 80 degrees. And again, a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms late night to early morning, late afternoon to early evening, dry hours as well. 82 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday into the low to mid 80s. And we'll get into a little drier spell of weather late next week with highs again north of 80 degrees.
So will you eat at Wrigley? Will you have food at Wrigley Saturday?
Yeah, I we try to eat before we go in, but I like the usual, peanuts. I'll have a couple of hot dogs and we'll have the boys with us, so there's their feeding frenzy. So yes, we will have food at the game.
With this affiliate thing we were at, it's just graze, and so sadly I found myself eating way too much brisket. And
oh darn!
My eyelids felt like they were 40 pounds.
Yes.
Don't tell Tim now, okay?
No, Tim wouldn't probably care for it. It's slathered in a ton of sauce.
Yes.
I think it's pretty good.
Tim says, "What are they trying to cover up when he eats something like that?"
Oh, when you put so much sauce on stuff like that.
I thought it was very flavorful.
There you go.
And very good, and I ate too much of it. But when you can graze and the food's free.
And do radio,
Yeah, I'm sitting there
at Busch Stadium.
That's why I have a little something to eat after I'm off the program here at 9:00, and then I'm kind of done. I'm done till dinner, because if I have any food at lunch, it's like, okay, where can I take a nappy poo?
Carbon out.
Actually, could take a nappy poo.
Well,
it's the hours we keep. I can do one right now.
Exactly.
I'll take 10-minute naps at my desk.
Yeah.
Sitting up.
There's nothing wrong with that. Power napping. It's supposed to help your productivity,
well,
right?
there you go. And I wake up and I'm pretty darn productive.
That's right.
That's what you got, a little cat nap. Kindergartner couldn't stand taking little naps on your thing. You never fell asleep.
Roll out your little magic carpet thing.
Anyway, Greg, you keep up your good work. We'll talk to you in an hour, my friend.
See you then, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. All right, it's ESPN 93.5. Marty had sent something that caught my attention this morning about writing. When was the last time you wrote a note to somebody?
Right.
You do it quite frequently, little things that, it's not a full-form letter.
Right, more of a Post-it note style.
Yeah,
a little sentence of encouragement.
But it's your writing.
Yes,
but apparently we've stopped writing.
We have.
And what does that do to the development of the brain?
I know.
Well, what do you think?
I mean, decreases the development, I'm sure.
Well, even typewriters, computers. The absence of the letter, it was a 20-year study. And I will get to this here in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
But it doesn't sound... but now you can do another 20-year study of the effect of the iPhone. The effect of the phone when... We're much rather text than speak, much rather look down than look up, much rather have you not call them, but just text them. It is a phenomenon that has swept the world in the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. And anecdotally, last time I was somewhere, it was overseas, and I saw a bunch of high school kids, and none of them had a phone in their hand. And I think it was Italy.
Oh, really?
And I just remarked, I said, where's their phones?
Right.
But they were laughing, joking, talking, pushing each other, kind of having high school fun.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Is that happening now?
I mean, I was in downtown Champaign yesterday, and there were some young people walking around, but they all had phones and were looking at things. And I don't know whether they're checking directions or looking at hours.
They're checking their last algebra test score.
Maybe.
Yeah, not happening. That's not what they're looking at. They're just, no. It's just one of those things, man. It's the Twilight Zone.
I don't know.
It's when the aliens came to Earth and Rod Serling was the host. It was 1962, and the aliens wrote a book and it said "To Serve Man," and everybody got jacked up.
Exactly.
Because you're going to be my servant forever.
Right.
And then at the end, when they're volunteering to take a trip to the guy yells, "To serve man is a cookbook."
It's a cookbook.
Yeah, that's where we're at. We thought it was all good, and then all of a sudden it has overwhelmed us.
Yeah.
It is Believable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did get it. I was thinking I might have subliminally not wanted to run the Cardinal report, but I must.
Yes.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And, they'll do better against Cincinnati.
I don't know.
Stevie makes a face
I
in
don't
case
know.
you're watching. It's Stevie J-A-Y.
Outside the Brewers, it might be a coin flip in that Central Division. Everybody above 500 still, which is remarkable.
Uh-huh.
All right, sports headlines.
Pittsburgh over St. Louis 6-2 yesterday, gearing up for a game in Cincinnati. Let's get your Redbird recap.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. Yesterday, the Pittsburgh Pirates had timely hitting and great pitching. Braxton Ashcraft was able to limit the Cardinals and help the Pirates win 6-2.
The Pirates, for the second game in a row, got good production out of the bottom of their lineup. This is a team that can score some runs. We saw it the last 2 days. They also got good pitching from Ashcraft, as you mentioned. Dustin May was okay, but not as good as Ashcraft was.
Not a lot of run support for McGreevy or May the last two starts.
No, the offense has kind of simmered a little bit, but time to get hot again as the Cardinals go on an all-important road trip, and it starts today.
It starts in Cincinnati with 3 and then Milwaukee with 3 before coming home to play the Cubs for 3.
Looking forward to the Cubs, but you can't look past Cincinnati and Milwaukee.
And on the mound tonight for the Cardinals, it's Kyle Leahy looking for his 6th win against Chris Paddock, 0-5 on the air at 4:45.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Cubs had the day off yesterday. They're gearing up for a series against the Astros that you'll hear on US 105.9. So, and Greg and his family going. That's always great on Memorial Day holiday weekend to take in a game. And, of course, you can watch the game at Pia's. That's fun to have some patio action, too. 1:20 today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Chicago White Sox are in San Francisco. State College of Florida took down our Parkland softball team, who had a record 40-win season in the NJCAA tournament, but the final was 8-0 on that one. On to the NBA, New York over Cleveland 109-93, leading that series 2-0. NHL action as that quest for the Stanley Cup continues. Montreal took down Carolina 6-2 to have the first win in that series. Of course, we were talking off mic about what happened to Kyle Busch at the age of 41 as NASCAR is mourning that loss. He had 234 wins across the 3 NASCAR series, just one in Dover in that truck series, extending his lead on that. He had mentioned after the race that you've got to enjoy every race because you don't know how much time you have. Wow. Of course, Indianapolis 500 is on Sunday.
All right. Weather brought to you by Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, the pool is open tomorrow, 11 to 7. You've also got an opportunity to do some boating at Crystal Lake Park in Urbana, urbanaparks.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. A little on the unsettled side from time to time, but very much a manageable spell of weather over the holiday weekend. We'll see some increase in temperature and rainfall prospects heading through next week. But in the meantime, rain chances pretty small for the day today at 30%. Highs near 70 with mainly cloudy skies and a shower or two in spots for the afternoon and this evening. And back in after midnight, too, with a low down to 57. Tomorrow, at least milder with considerable cloudiness. The rain chance at 30% both morning and late afternoon. Light west-southwest wind for the afternoon and high tomorrow at 77. Back down to the upper 50s tomorrow night, up near 80 on a mostly cloudy Sunday. Rain chances up to 50% late morning and afternoon. Partly sunny and 80 the outlook on Memorial Day Monday. Warm, more humid weather expected for Tuesday and Wednesday with a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms Tuesday through Thursday next week. High temperatures into the lower and middle 80s, nights into the 60s. Dry weather late next week on Friday. Highs again, lower and middle 80s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
More people were shopping at BJ's Wholesale Club in recent months, and it signed up more members. A lot of people were filling up at BJ's. Overall sales rose more than 6% from a year ago, but excluding gasoline, sales increased by only 1.5%. Its income from memberships rose nearly 10%. BJ's Wholesale continues to attract online shoppers. Digital sales growth up 28%. Decker's Outdoor Brands, parent of Hoka Shoes and UGG Boots, is reporting record sales and earnings, and mortgage rates rose to the highest level since August. Freddie Mac says the average for a 30-year fixed rate jumped this week to 6.51% from 6.36% last week. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
My doctor said I could use something called a biosimilar. Then she told me what it is.
A biosimilar is a type of biologic medication. Just like brand name drugs have generic versions, original biologics can have biosimilars.
So I asked what the benefits are and if they work the same.
Biosimilars have the same safety, effectiveness, and quality as the original biologic. They also offer more medication options at potentially more competitive prices.
My doctor said I could learn more at fda.gov/biosimilars.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust, fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Some pretty creative ways to support our Special Olympic athletes on Saturday, June 6th at Central Illinois Regional Airport. There's a plane pull presented by Synergy Flight Center. Learn more on social media at Illinois Law Enforcement Torch Run or on the social media platforms Illinois LETR. The plane pull at Sierra, Saturday, June 6th. The 27th annual Region I golf outing, hosted by the University of Illinois Orange Golf Course in Savoy, is Friday, August 7th. Join in the event as a sponsor or golfer, as Special Olympic athletes in Region I can get training, health programs, leadership development, competitions, and family engagement opportunities for free year-round. Get details by sending Vanessa an email at vduncan@soill.org.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambross Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming, family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambross Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambross Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
Okay, so this little interesting piece about what about writing, and you could probably say...
I don't even think the kids are learning cursive anymore,
No, I think cursive might be out.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a fascinating piece by a woman. I think she spent 20 years on this whole thing, which is phenomenal. You think of what takes 20 years, but nobody's really paying heed to it. And it essentially says that if we don't, our brain connects with writing.
Yes.
And so How often did we know that great-grandpa and grandma had letters that they wrote back and forth during the wars and all these other things?
My mother had I think it was 70 years, she had a pen pal in Holland that started when they were
And she probably
teenagers.
wrote there every month.
Yes.
I mean, remarkable.
Back then, and then it turned into, after they started both having children, just holiday letters, but a summary of their year. And it was quite a chronicle then of my mom's life and Lois Min's life. And actually, she just passed away at the age of 94 recently. And they wanted a little tribute from our family that they read as the eulogy.
Wow.
It was awesome.
It has such meaning. A Norwegian neuroscientist spent 20 years proving the act of writing by hand changes the human brain in ways typing physically cannot. And almost nobody outside her field has read the paper. Audrey Vandermeer, she runs a brain research lab in Trondheim in Norway. The paper that closed the argument was published in 2024 in a journal called Frontiers in Psychology. The finding is brutal enough that it should have changed every classroom on Earth. The experiment was simple. She's recruited 36 university students and put each one in a cap with 256 sensors pressed against their scalp to record brain activity. Words flash on a screen one at a time. Sometimes the students wrote the word by hand on a touchscreen using a digital pen. Sometimes they typed the same word on a keyboard. Every neural response was recorded for the full 5 seconds, and the word stayed on the screen. Then her team looked at the part of the data most research had ignored for years, which is how different parts of the brain were communicating with each other during that task. When the students wrote by hand, the brain lit up everywhere. The brain lit up everywhere.
Wow.
The regions responsible for memory, sensory integration, the encoding of new information were all firing together in a coordinated pattern that spread across the entire cortex. The whole network was awake and connected. When the same students typed the same word, the pattern collapsed almost completely. Most of the brain went quiet. The connections between regions that had been alive seconds earlier were nowhere to be found on the EEG. Same word, same brain, same person, and two completely different neurological events.
Wow.
So the moral of the story is, can you write somebody a letter sometime?
Yeah, let's start writing something this summer and make that part of our, there's all these summer reading programs that are kicking into high gear now in our local libraries. Let's incorporate some writing.
Do we know how to write?
Of course. And the different, your daughter Grace and the calligraphy that she does, such beautiful handwriting.
It's Grace?
And Janet.
Janet, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if Grace did the calligraphy.
When you get your invitations to things,
that's
Janet.
Feel like that's Janet. Yeah.
Man, it was so cool.
But as far as, actually using writing as a tool, does a 6th grader today able to write a letter in cursive? I don't know that.
I don't know either. I suppose you can text in 217-359-2255 on our Fisher National Bank text line.
I don't write notes. And I
only had a napkin handy. I had a piece of paper in the back of my pocket. I don't know why I didn't reach for that, but I was learning people's names as they were saying something in a Women's Business Council experience yesterday at Fire Doll Studio, where we were all making candles, and we went around while we were waiting for something, and I wrote down everybody's name and their profession, and
that's awesome,
and little bits of what they appreciated about this networking group and the connections we were making and the relationships. So, I just automatically pull out some kind of Post-it note or something and start taking notes at meetings, and it looks crazy to people, but
it's amazing you can turn what you have on your hand into verbiage. Because it looks a little,
and it helps me remember.
Well, sure, but and these days we're typing it on our phone. We're not writing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think writing has value. It's Audrey Vandermeer. You could probably Google that,
right,
and read that. Read the report.
Okay.
All right. 7:29. Brother Johnny jumps on. He's in Colorado. His oldest son Matthew is 42. My goodness, Matthew went to the University of Illinois, engineering, and helped me coach some soccer. That's been a long time ago now, man. All right, anyway, that'll be coming up next. Stand by ESPN 93.5. Governor Pritzker against Brandon Johnson. I got a clip. Don't miss this.
Ashley's biggest Memorial Day sale ever is here. Take advantage of hot buys like recliners starting at $249, massage chairs, mattresses, patio furniture, and more, all on sale. Plus, take an extra 50% off clearance items. All items in store are on sale and take 5 years to pay with no interest. Plus, enter to win a $6,000 Serta I-Series mattress. No purchase necessary to win. And get a free adjustable base with any mattress purchase over $14.99. Ashley's Memorial Day sale is red hot and one you won't want to miss. 602 West Anthony Drive, Champaign.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. NASCAR legend Kyle Busch dies suddenly. The 41-year-old's family releasing a statement.
Remembering the husband and father of 2 children as a future Hall of Famer, a rare talent who was fierce and passionate.
Fox's Chanley Painter Busch won a Craftsman Truck Series race Sunday in Delaware, was asked why these moments never get old.
Because you never know when the last one is, you know.
On the final show for late night host and Trump critic Stephen Colbert on his CBS show.
We were here to feel the news with you. And I don't know about you, but I sure have felt it.
Here's President Trump's take.
No talent, no ratings, no life. He was like a dead person. You could take any person off of the street and they would be better than this total jerk.
That's Fox's Carly Shimkus reporting. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. A Bourbon woman sentenced to a year in prison for pandemic-related fraud. Octavia Murphy pled guilty in January to multiple charges. Prosecutors say Murphy was the leader and organizer of a 14-person conspiracy that defrauded the Small Business Administration of more than $169,000. IDOT and law enforcement agencies across Illinois urging drivers to be safe this Memorial Day weekend as you're out on the roadways. Authorities launching the Click It or Ticket campaign to crack down on seatbelt violators and impaired drivers through next Tuesday. During the Memorial Day campaign, law enforcement will step up traffic safety efforts. Illinois state senators have approved a bill that would ban companies from manufacturing or selling cosmetic products containing PFAS, also known as forever chemicals. Now, that ban would cover makeup, hair and nail products, also soaps, lotions, tanning products, perfume, and cologne. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Time for weather. Here's Diane.
Carl wants you to know the 6 signs of stroke, and you can remember that by remembering be fast, balance lost, eyes blurred, face drooping, arms weak, speech slurred, and terrible headache. If you experience these symptoms, call 911. Learn more at carl.org/stroke.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. While we'll be surrounded by weather systems to the west, the southwest, and down to the south, none of which expected to greatly impact the area, but cloud cover will stick around from time to time and a little shower activity here and there. Very much many more dry hours expected here versus wet weather hours over the holiday weekend. Speaking of wet weather, just a 30% chance this afternoon. The high near 70 with mainly cloudy skies, easterly wind down tonight to a low of 57. Rain chances up to 50% this evening, and again overnight tonight. Back down in the rain chances for the day tomorrow at 30%. Cloudiness, milder weather though, and 77 with a shower chance early and late in the day. 50-50 chances, a couple of showers here for the day on Sunday. Mostly cloudy, the high near 80. Partly sunny and dry for the holiday Monday itself with a high near 80 degrees and warm. Humid weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. Humidity down a little bit on Thursday, but Tuesday through Thursday next week, couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures lower and middle 80s. Overnight readings down into the 60s. Have a safe holiday weekend. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
ESPN 93.5, Friday, May 22, 2026. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Brother Johnny is out in Colorado. Johnny, how's your weather? Cool, I bet, huh?
It's good. It's cool. Yes, it's probably about 45, and it's going to be pretty today. Not a lot of snow out here in the ski mecca of America.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be snow?
No snow.
It's supposed to be snow?
No, well, they've had a little bit, but this whole winter season has been a bust by relative standards for skiing, and they've been dry, and they have had rain all week. We've had good rain, so they needed it. But yeah, we're doing fine out here, Stevie.
Well, Matthew, your son is 42, and it makes me flash back to maybe the first time you were ever on radio with me, 1980.
Well, that'd be 84.
80. Well, let's see, 42. Yeah, 84.
Okay.
1984. I was a number 1 rated weightlifting woman magnet wannabe, and I had music to play, but in between I rolled the reel to reel. And I called Johnny's house. This was before cell phones, before everything, before the refrigerator, maybe. Yeah, no stove. We went to outhouses. I don't know. It was just a long time ago.
Little curlicue cord. And
yeah,
everything.
exactly. So anyway, I called you collect, and I was taping, and you accepted the charges, and I was just complaining that I'd not seen a picture of the baby.
You thought what?
I had not seen a picture of Matthew as a baby, but then you would have had to mail a picture back then, right?
You can't
just send a picture.
Send it on the phone.
How did we survive?
I know.
How did we live?
I've got to get that roll of film developed.
I couldn't have afforded to mail it after accepting those charges.
Exactly.
It was like $3.
No, that had to be a collect call acceptance, but it was from Stevie J, and you kindly took it. And so
it could have been from mail or something.
That would date the fact that 42 years you've been on radio with me, and then shortly thereafter I had you on when you were frustratingly stuck in a blizzard in New Orleans, and in fact it was a little icy, but you said, we have 1 can of Morton salt, Steve. That's all we have in New Orleans. And I'm at the light, and 1 car made it during the red. Good. That's great.
Well, the truth is they did want to get home, but they shouldn't have been speeding up to do it. They thought the best thing to do was just hurry up and get off the road. But it's icy. It was quite a spectacle.
Okay, green light for our side, and 1 car made it. And then there's 50 cars in front of it. So anyway, it went. And then the best sarcasm was not on radio when you had applied for a job in Chicago, and we'd been at Joe Uzarski's party, and you were probably 22, 21. I was 18.
Oh boy.
And because I was about to graduate.
So Johnny had his derby on back then, and he was at a payphone. And it was the ultimate in sarcasm, frustration for Johnny, and he said, "Well, can't get a rent-a-car, too young. There is no bus, no train available, and there is no airplane available. So the only way home is taxi from Chicago to Philo, and we will take a taxi."
We did too.
You did?
Diane, we pulled up right by the bank because I had to go in and get that money.
Well, the guy who resembled, God bless him, Fat Albert, he was a big African-American man.
I remember the cartoon.
And so he drove Johnny to the house, and Johnny came out and said, "Could you drive me to the bank?" So he went in the Philo Exchange Bank. It's the only time in the history of 150 years of Philo that there's ever been a yellow cab from Chicago in downtown Philo.
Right.
It's the only time. So...
And of course, right then too, all our buddies went behind the car stopped, and it turned into quite a fiasco. But we made it back. There was no Uber. There was
nothing, and we stopped.
I wonder how much that cab was.
No, it was $70. He said, "We'll take you for $70."
Okay,
this is 1977 or eight maybe. And so and then Johnny generously tipped him $5. So $80 plus.
We also bought lunch.
Hamburger.
We had lunch.
Paxton hamburger.
Okay.
To make things clear, the reason we were in the bind because we missed the train. By about 2 minutes.
Maybe 2 minutes. I thought it was leaving as we were trying to grab the rail. It was that close.
Yeah, we could have maybe run. We might have been able to run and jump on the back.
Yeah.
We could have possibly run down the track.
Well, plus the other frustrating kind of element was that we did in fact go to bed at 4 a.m. and the train left at 6.
Right.
So that didn't help.
That wasn't our fault, Steve. That wasn't our fault.
Right. Anyway, Brother Johnny joins me. Well, we are wondering if the Chicago Bears will be in downtown Chicago, and the answer seems to be no. It looks like it's Arlington Heights or bust. Here's an unusual political dynamic here with J.B. Pritzker getting it going and Brandon Johnson responding. This is pretty good.
I know that the mayor has no plan. He has come up with no plan at all about how the Bears would end up in the city of Chicago, so that's problematic. I'd love them to be in the city, but we're 3 years in now, and he still has no plan. And in fact, this is kind of typical. The mayor has shown up every spring at the end of session to pronounce what he would like to see happen. And as you know, the budget gets put together starting in November. I present my budget, well, really we start at the beginning of a fiscal year, but about in November, we're in the details of the budget. I present that budget to the legislature in February. So that seems like a good time period to come talk to the governor's office. Then there's February to May. There's all that time to come talk to the legislature, which has my budget in hand, or the governor's office. Again, we've seen almost nothing out of the mayoral administration here on that subject, or really any other. And so to show up in May and have a bunch of demands seems like late in the game, and it's unfortunate that's happened most years.
Okay, so that translated means ain't my fault. Here's Brandon Johnson, who essentially says, could I have a look at that silver spoon fixed in your mouth?
The difference or the disconnect is, look, we do come from different experiences. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not the heir of billions of dollars. I'm a working class brother that was teaching middle school a handful of years ago, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to let go of my son who's off to Eastern Illinois in a couple of months, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, but wondering if I prepared him for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the real struggle that I experienced, the governor and I had different upbringings. He doesn't know what it's like to open up a refrigerator, ain't no food in it. He doesn't know what it's like to have a long orange extension cord from our window to our neighbor's window just to keep electricity flowing. And so my motivation to make sure that a corporation keeps jobs in Chicago is so that families don't have to struggle like my family did. And so, yes, that's going to come across at times probably a little bit more provocative, because what's at stake for him is that the same is what at stake for me.
Your take on that, Johnny?
Well, my take is it's a great country because a guy like Brandon can become the mayor of Chicago, one of the biggest cities in America. The problem is he's totally incompetent.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Pritzker. We should start a little political movement because it affects downstate Illinois. Bring back Lori. Bring back Lori.
Oh, man.
This guy, I don't think I've ever... Now, maybe Karen Bass in Los Angeles. Ooh. But they should start their own country. We should pay their trip to Mars and see how they do. Because they're completely and totally unable to manage anything. And Chicago may lose the Bears over it. And I think Pritzker could have probably done more. Usually they do sound like two peas in a pod. But I'm going with the governor on this one. That guy is a train wreck, and I don't know what to tell you. And what does that have to do with him being mayor right now and doing his job? And it does speak of our country that people can come from nothing and have the opportunity to make this country better, but he's not capable of doing it.
But why didn't Governor Pritzker, who's in charge of the whole state, which has the Chicago Bears, call him and say, we got to meet?
That's right.
He may have done that. Let me tell you what. The governor and all this crap, it's not a king. They can act like a king, but there's no king. Trump doesn't get everything he wants. He can't tell the state governors what to do, and he's in charge of the whole country. And they do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Or they don't do anything. And the same thing goes. The mayor of Chicago is not a trivial, like, oh, he's a cool guy, man. Did you hear what he did? He did a little dance. This is a guy that's running the city of Chicago, and he doesn't know how to do it. And that's the problem they have.
Well, how would you know how to govern that level anyway? Unless you were, I guess, came through the ranks. There is something to be said with the city council or something.
We've been talking about common sense the last few years, and for one thing, one good thing about Chicago is the Bears. So you have to work on how to keep the Bears at Soldier Field. But they just spent 20 years ago, $500 million,
something
which
like
is
that.
A lot of money back then.
Yeah.
And so what you do? Well, I don't know how to do that. Well, here's a list of people that have worked on these kinds of things, and we can interview them, or maybe have two or three of them work with the governor's office and the Bears to keep them in the city. You could do that. I could do that from Colorado while I'm out here to have Matthew's birthday with. I could start finding people who could help me keep the Bears in Chicago. He's the mayor of Chicago, Steve. How did he get elected? Now, that's the big question. When he hasn't got a clue.
Yeah.
I guess he was talking about how he struggled when he was younger, and look at him, he's struggling, and he's making. Oh, he looks like a good guy. Let's vote for him for mayor. Well, that's a mistake.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it is a huge thing to have them. I would think for all the revenue they drive into Lakeshore Drive and Soldier Field, so it's a big deal for that area of Chicago. I guess if they go to Arlington Heights, would it be like the Dallas Cowboys have been in Irving, Texas, not Dallas for years? It'll be something like that. Yeah. But I think the worst hit is if it goes to Indiana.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think I don't know all the details, but it at least has to be the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, right.
And it's not just the revenue; it's a big moral boost to the city when they're doing good. It's
no
really,
question. No question.
It's almost a shame. But look at Champaign when the Illini are on fire. It's just great for this.
No, it isn't, and it's great. Harvey McKay, who wrote "Swim with the Sharks Without Getting Eaten Alive," great book. I interviewed him many, many years ago. He said the value of having a sports team in your town is so huge because it's mentioned on every sportscast now in America with cable and everything access. Chicago. It's great value. It's just,
Yeah, no doubt.
It's a tremendous thing. Well, Brad Underwood just got extended. That's been finalized by the Board of Trustees. And I'm not even
all right.
I don't know what the number is, but he has options all the way to 2036.
Right.
When he'd be a youthful 72 in 10 years.
All right, that's fine.
Yep, and I think Danny Hurley, they have the same agent. Brad and Danny have the same agent. Got $50 million in 6 years. Brad has $1 million base, 3.4 more, so essentially 4.4. But every year, I think he gets another 2 to 3 million, depending on escalation.
Right.
So it looks like, I think the going big time coaches make between 6 and 10 million. Brad's going to be at the lower end of that, probably 6 or 7, and that's what the pay is. And so his assistants all got bumps as well, and they're all doing fine. But
and his son
Tyler, who's getting married next weekend.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, and anyway, so it's
okay. I did pull it up. It says an annual salary base of $4.4 million, which is supplemented by annual retention bonuses that pushes total compensation to around $5.5 million.
Yeah, well, I think that signing he gets in July 2.5 more. So if that $4 million, like 6.5. Anyway, it's what it pays these days. I mean, you think about Lou Henson. Think about Lon Kruger, I think, came to Illinois for $400,000 a year. I mean, it's changed. Rob Judson was assistant coach here for $30 an hour, a 40-hour week. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
$60,000.
No, I mean
it's unbelievable.
It's quite an industry.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be able to manage those high gas prices at least.
Yeah, that's right.
Good.
Hey, so
he's among the 15 highest paid college basketball coaches in the country.
Looks like he deserves it.
Yeah,
based on his record, winning his coach in the Big Ten for now 7 years. Dang.
That's great. No, that's great. I like Brad.
And, 18 teams that Big Ten, man.
He might buy us some lunch now. Steve.
Yeah, right. Maybe
That'd
he will.
Good.
In any event, it's that's good news for Illini Nation. 7:48, a few more minutes with Brother Johnny. All right, so we kind of wrestle with this every. I don't know what to say about Iran. I don't know. Oh, a little progress overnight. Oh, not so much. Oh, they said they're not giving us the dust. When does this end?
Well, I think it's coming into focus that no nuclear weapons. Okay, this regime has to go because the deal they're offering, which is surrender or else, that's the deal they're offering us.
No, that's a deal. Iran is offering the U.S. We surrender. Yeah.
Surrender. Yeah. You surrender. Well, we want to put tolls on the Strait of Hormuz. We're going to keep the nuclear dust now. Basically, the deal, if you read through all the noise, you kill us or we'll kill you. That's their deal. That's the deal they offered to the Israelis, and that's the deal they're offering to us. These people are very different creatures, and their goal is to kill. And that's all there is to it. And, we talk about, Trump's the only one who had the guts to go in, but they've always had the Strait of Hormuz. The other presidents tried to work them out, assuming they were partially human, and they were wrong. We tried diplomacy. We tried paying them so that, here, you can have all the things we've got. Just quit trying to kill us. And what they do, they take the money and go down 2 miles into the mountains and work on making a nuclear weapon. And then Trump comes along, and it's getting too close. So we have to stop that. And now we're trying to make a deal. You can't make a deal. I think what we're starting to realize is we can't make a deal. We got to take these people out. And that was never one of our military goals, is regime change. But that they got to go, and we've got to figure out how to do that. And I think that's why, we got to do it. We're trying to stall for time. They think they're stalling for. We're both stalling for time. And they're not going to stop working to destroy Israel and anyone else who disagrees with them. We're second on their list just because we're farther away.
We're not trying to go on the ground because you're going to lose lives. Does Israeli want to go on the ground?
Well, Israelis will go on the ground if we'll let them. That's becoming the only option. And we can support it from the air, which will be devastating to the Revolutionary Guard. But it's war, and it could go 10 years. And we never figured that. Because these people have to go. There's nothing, we can't live in peace with them. They want to kill us. That's what they're working on. This isn't the Iranian people. This is however many of the radical Muslim Iranian Revolutionary Guard that are willing to die for their cause, however many they are and how much power they actually have. But you have to go in on the ground, I think, just like every other war. And we don't want to do that.
No.
But we can't let them start building again. They're building drones now, see? They're still hitting UAE. And as soon as you give them any money, they're going to fund Hezbollah and Hamas and the Houthis. They're not stopping. They're not going to do it.
Can you get the support of the American people for that?
Not the Democrats in Congress. I think generally, if we didn't have this argument at the top, that most people would understand. Yeah, we got to do something, figure out something smart to do.
Yeah.
But we're really getting undermined by the Democrats in Congress. It's been terrible, and they're not acknowledging that there was a threat. They're not acknowledging this is a problem. They're not even acknowledging that October 7th was a big deal. It was total slaughter of 1,500. Well, so what? Do you realize that this woman who almost ran over one of our law enforcement was murdered? This is what they want to talk about. So we have half our leadership is like Brandon Johnson.
Wow.
And so you lose the Bears. And you might lose the whole Strait of Hormuz. And it's a huge problem. It's way bigger than Hezbollah and Houthis is our democratic attitude and that progressive.
Well, that's new. We've never had this, right? In the conflict
not
before.
Like that.
No,
not.
It's changed
We've
completely.
had disagreements, and yes, we've had pretty stiff, but we've never had anti-everything.
Yeah.
And it's hard to watch, and it's so discouraging because it makes the job. This is not an easy situation that we've found ourselves in with Iran in the Middle East. And the energy part globally, the energy problem. We need help to solve the problem, and we're getting nothing but obstruction, and it's really hard when you have to fight your own people every day about everything you say. How do you solve a problem this complex? And they're saying, run, give it up, give them some money. I mean, it's hard to listen to, Steve. So that's a tough situation. I think we should probably look hard at Karg Island and have a plan with the Israelis taking the ground. We'll take the air. That's a scenario.
Okay. All right. Well, Johnny, enjoy Colorado with Matthew. We have a holiday this weekend. Yep.
And I am going to see you, Lord willing, Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. So you're coming in for a few
I
days?
have to come through Fido.
Yep.
Got to see Mom, and I have to get my hair cut. It's a disaster.
Kathleen doesn't cut Johnny's hair; it doesn't get cut. So that's how it works. Yeah, that's it.
That's right.
Well, then we'll see you on the radio next week. That'll be great.
All right. Hey, by the way, I want to talk. I remember a texter had said, "How are we better off with higher gas and higher inflation than we were?"
Yep.
And that could take like a week to go through, but we'll hit some of the highlights on how we're better off with what we're trying to do now versus what we were getting done then. So that will be fun on the political front, and I want to talk more about our basketball team, how we doing, and all that.
Yeah, and every arrow seems to be leaning our way that Andrei Stojakovic will come back. It's not final. He has a couple more days to decide that. Next week, he'll have to make a decision, am I in the draft or not? And then hopefully he'll be back. If he's back, we're going to be a preseason top 5, which is going to be pretty fun. So
we may be anyway.
Yeah,
so, boy, that will really help.
Stojakovic is a big piece, I think, to come back. But
no doubt.
I think he got his report card that I think he was looking for. Here's what you need to do to be in a better position next year. So, all right, John. Well, have fun. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week here.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Diane.
Have a good one.
Soon.
Thanks, you. That's Brother Johnny out in Colorado this morning. ESPN 93.5. It is 7:55. Check your weather forecast. Well, what do we got for this big weekend? Well, let's check with meteorologist Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. A little on the unsettled side from time to time, but very much a manageable spell of weather over the holiday weekend. We'll see some increase in temperature and rainfall prospects heading through next week. But in the meantime, rain chances pretty small for the day today at 30%. Highs near 70 with mainly cloudy skies and a shower or two in spots for the afternoon and this evening. And back in after midnight, too, with a low down to 57. Tomorrow, at least milder with considerable cloudiness. The rain chance at 30% both morning and late afternoon. Light west-southwest wind for the afternoon and high tomorrow at 77. Back down to the upper 50s tomorrow night, up near 80 on a mostly cloudy Sunday. Rain chances up to 50% late morning and afternoon. Partly sunny and 80 the outlook on Memorial Day Monday. Warm, more humid weather expected for Tuesday and Wednesday with a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms Tuesday through Thursday next week. High temperatures into the lower and middle 80s, nights into the 60s. Dry weather late next week on Friday. Highs again, lower and middle 80s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
I'm Paul Reekin. At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, we guarantee the best deal on your next appliance purchase.
Hold on, guarantee? How do you guarantee the best deal? It's impossible to know every deal.
Sure. At Dick Van Dyke, we use the computer to check pricing, and we give the best deal with our very own in-house service team, giving you the best protection for years after delivery.
Oh, hold on, very own service team? I mean, that's a little hard to believe.
You've seen Dick Van Dyke Appliance service trucks all over central Illinois, from Peoria to Decatur, Springfield to Champaign, everywhere in between.
Hold on, those trucks could be driving themselves. I mean, it's not like you're even watching the news. It's all part of the plan, Paul.
Nah, they're driven by our factory certified technicians. Is that a foil hat you're getting out?
Put it on.
Okay. Are the bad deals in the room with us right now?
Shh, big box store's watching.
Wow.
Big Bad Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Right in Champaign. Our certified and experienced technicians are ready with a 24/7 rapid response. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Our goal is simple: to return your home or business to safe, clean, like-new condition as quickly and painlessly as possible. Learn more or request services anytime at cleanright.net.
Crime doesn't pay, but we do. Champaign County Crime Stoppers offers huge cash rewards to concerned citizens just like you, who provide anonymous tips that help law enforcement make arrests and keep crime out of our communities. Tips are 100% anonymous, and we pay cash rewards of up to $5,000. Have a tip? Call 217-373-TIPS or visit ChampaignCountyCrimeStoppers.org. Crime doesn't pay, but helping us solve one certainly does.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Is your house still wearing its original attire from the 70s and 80s? Then it's time for a makeover. Call Dillman Brothers. We are here with brand new siding that makes your home modern, stay protected, and even turn heads. Professional, on time, and done right. No fashion disasters here. Call the Dillman Brothers and give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Schedule by May 30th and we'll save you 10%.
Call the Dillman Brothers, they'll take care of you.
We are going to come back, a whole nother hour of excitement. Stand by. It is Friday. This is Memorial Day weekend. We want to remind you can help with the flags. We'll do that in the next hour.
That's right.
Stand by. Time for the news. It's 8 o'clock. ESPN 93.5. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Will this keep President Trump from bombing Iran again? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says there's a bit of progress in talks trying to work out a deal.
I don't want to exaggerate it, but there's been a little bit of movement, and that's good. The fundamentals remain the same. Iran can never have a nuclear weapon.
Rubio's in Sweden for a NATO gathering and is also critical of Iran trying to charge tolls in the Strait of Hormuz as it keeps blocking shipping while the U.S. keeps blockading Iran's ports. Ebola keeps getting worse. In an African outbreak, the head of the World Health Organization says the risk is very high for a worsening spread of the virus in Congo, with 750 cases there, nearly 180 deaths. And Fox's Carly Shimkus reports.
And we now have a health update on the American doctor who tested positive and was sent to Germany for treatment. Officials say Dr. Peter Stafford is severely weakened, although not in critical condition. His family has tested negative.
The doctor's wife and 4 children are quarantined in a separate unit. Racing fans are in shock. Kyle Busch is dead at age 41, days after falling ill and going to a hospital. Drivers are shocked, too.
Kyle and I, just to be fully transparent, we were rivals. We were not friends.
But Brad Keselowski tells Fox Kyle Busch
is the first ballot NASCAR Hall of Famer, without a doubt. The whole community is stunned. He's won 234 NASCAR races. That's a record that I don't think will ever be broken.
Busch's last win was in a NASCAR truck race just last Friday. Stephen Colbert is out of a job.
If you're just tuning into The Late Show, you missed a lot.
That's how he opened his last show, and a Beatle helped close it. Paul McCartney was Colbert's final guest on The Late Show. CBS taking it off the air, saying it's a purely financial decision. But Colbert, a vocal Trump critic, his supporters say it's political. And the president wrote on Truth Social after the last show, no talent, no ratings, calling Colbert a total jerk, adding, thank goodness he's finally gone. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal, book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds. You can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
There are a lot of fraud investigations going on. 4 people have been charged in Connecticut with stealing more than $500,000 from Medicaid, while in Minnesota, in a massive federal crackdown, the founder of a group called Feeding Our Future, Amy Bach, got 41 years in prison for defrauding child nutrition programs. She was crying at sentencing and apologized. As the investigations continue, there's also a manhunt in Minnesota for another alleged fraudster.
The Department of Justice says 15 people are charged with scamming needy Minnesotans out of $90 million. In 7 state-run Medicaid programs. One suspect, Mohammed Omar, now on the run after jumping off a 4th-floor balcony, escaping arrest. Assistant Attorney General Colin McDonald with a message to scammers.
Eat, drink, and be merry today, because your days of frolicking and freedom are numbered.
The new charges on top of dozens of others, as well as fraud convictions, mostly centering around the state's Somali population. Federal prosecutors in January said fraud in Minnesota could top $9 billion. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
And there's a new Fox News poll on fraud, among other things.
71% of registered voters say it's common to see fraud in government social service and welfare programs. When asked who's responsible for it, the blame is evenly split. Half say people are lying about the needs they have, while the other half say contractors aren't being truthful about costs. On other issues, 55% say the U.S. Supreme Court should not expand beyond the current 9 justices. On states changing congressional district lines prior to the November midterms, 59% say they're concerned, while 41% say they're okay with it. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures rising before today's trading, nearly 400 points for the Dow. In the NBA playoffs, New York beat Cleveland to go up 2-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. IDOT and law enforcement agencies across Illinois urging drivers to be safe on the roadways. Over this Memorial Day weekend, they're launching the Click It or Ticket campaign to crack down on seatbelt violators and impaired drivers through next Tuesday. During the Memorial Day campaign, law enforcement will step up traffic safety efforts. Drive safe and watch out for others. Illinois lawmakers sending legislation designed to curb junk fees to the governor's desk. The state Senate passed a measure designed to target mandatory fees tacked onto purchases. These include convenience or processing fees for booking a hotel, buying tickets to a live event, or ordering food via delivery apps. Champaign Church shutting down its interior playground after years of families having fun. The community used the First Christian Church playground for more than 20 years. The church said in the past few months there's been property damage, inappropriate substances, and adult material found there. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
I didn't say this to Greg Solier last hour, but we had a little study, 20-year study, on the difference between handwriting and typing. And the brain lights up like a Christmas tree when we handwrite. And it actually goes kind of dormant when we don't. It's fascinating.
I would absolutely, yes. We will still do maps by hand here in the office. I will, at least. It's better from there to my brain.
And honestly, when was the last time we balanced anything without a calculator?
Right.
I mean, I carry the one, and if you don't practice, how would you ever be great at it all the time?
True.
Anyway, it's just kind of the evolution of man, and I'm telling you, we're headed toward the guy in the recliner in Wall-E. Lost a little bone mass over the years.
It's true.
On his moving recliner with a big gulp.
Yes.
Outsmarting ourselves.
There's a screen in front of him.
Lost a little bone mass over the years.
Dang it.
And it's, it's definitely evolution, but not in a great way, I don't think. It's just, we used to walk to school both ways in the snow, backwards in the wind.
Thank goodness for the bicycle. Still,
you got to keep moving. You have to keep moving.
That's it.
The more you sit, the more you're going to sit. It's kind of the way it goes. All right.
What are you thinking?
Anything else we got to get off your still? Get before the weekend.
After figuring this is the right one. Your discussion reminded me of doing this when your nieces and nephews or kids. I took them to Staples.
Yeah.
This is a text in. Let them pick out nice pens. Suggested they write hand notes to their parents for birthdays, Christmas every year. Include the note with their gift. I explained that with each passing year, those handwritten notes would grow in value.
Yes, they have.
Much more than the actual gift to their parents. There's no doubt.
Exactly.
I have, in fact, sorting the office, which has taken me a month. Anyway, I'm keeping every handwritten note that my kids or wife sent me.
Yes.
Every one of them, because that has that kind of value. So, Bruce, great text. You're right, as usual. All right, our weather. ESPN 93.5 meteorologist Greg Solier. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum on Sunday afternoon. Sunday Fun Day. They have the K-Tells, which sounds like a fun band.
And there's a band on Monday, too.
Wow.
So enjoy that.
Just like the old record album back in the day.
That's why they chose that.
K-Tell has all the hits. K-Tell.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's at Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. ESPN 93.5. All right, sir, what am I looking at here for our weather for the Memorial Day weekend when we remember our service members that have given their ultimate sacrifice. So.
Absolutely. And if you happen to be in an honor guard or checking out a parade or festivities or ceremonies, what have you, weather will be cooperative. It may not be perfect all the time. It won't be of a steady, washout for the weekend. From time to time, a couple of showers will spring to life. They will be relatively short-lived. Limited sun, but temperatures will be coming up. So again, I've lived through and experienced a lot worse regarding Memorial Day weather and the temperatures and wind and cold and all that kind of stuff. So we'll make amends around here. We're going to move generally in the right direction and keep an eye on this developing and strengthening El Nino as we get into the summertime, deeper summertime season, and how that plays out with moisture, maybe the lack thereof, and maybe the lack of significant heat. We'll see what happens going down the line. But in the meantime, 57 now at Willard and Savoy and at Rantoul. Rain if you are heading to the Ohio River and southeast, but they need it down that part of the country. Rain in the plains, they need it there too. We'll stay kind of split between systems going forward for the next several days. But a little drabble of an afternoon shower here today. East wind, mainly cloudy, but some thinning out of this overcast from time to time. That high mid-level deck will give way to an afternoon temperature to about 70, 57 tonight. Rain chances go up to about 50%. A couple of showers this evening, more so after midnight tonight. Tomorrow we wind down the rain chances to 30%. More clouds and sun, but milder 77. Winds will come around west and southwest. That'll help on temperatures up near 80 on Sunday as we delve into a 50-50 crack and a shower threat early and late. No washout by any means for Sunday. No rain Monday up near 80, and we're in the low to mid 80s for daytime highs. Scattered showers, maybe thunderstorm Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Dry hours each day. Overnight readings will be down into the 60s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Hello, buddy. Thank you so much. We talked about that. Chris Murphy?
Yeah.
The Murph.
Yeah.
And so many people are familiar with that workout. It's what he did. And he gave the ultimate sacrifice. But what was his first name? Sergeant Michael Murphy? Mike Murphy?
Sounds right. Yep.
Anyway, that's the whole basis of the CrossFit workout, which is a really tough workout. And a lot of guys wear 20-pound vests on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of stuff he did.
The Murph Challenge.
Murph Challenge.
To honor fallen hero Navy SEAL Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy.
Yeah. And I think the story was told, I think we decided in The Last Survivor, that kind of Afghanistan.
1 mile run, 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats. Oh, look at you, Stevie. Go ahead and pop one on our YouTube video.
Yeah, go slow here.
I'm not going to do that. Followed by a 1 mile run.
Yeah.
So you circle back to that.
Yep. Yeah, it'll take me a while, and I have to scale it as well. All right, 812, good to have you listening. Talked about a lot of different things thus far this morning. I think the fascinating study on writing and how it connects to the synapses and all the things that light up in your brain when you actually write a note.
Mm-hmm.
And I really have to think about the last time I sat down and write a note. Not a, hey, good to see you, thanks for coming kind of thing. A note.
Well, when I
went
to this Catholic religious conference in Muhammad at Our Lady of the Lake at the beginning of the month here, we did what we call Palanca, where we're kind of sacrificing our time a little bit to make sure we're knowing that we're supporting you in prayer and we love you and we're glad you were born and you're a chosen child of God and things that are inspirational that then when you have this packet of handwritten notes from these ladies, you can reflect on that, and it's just inspirational when you're reading it in a different handwriting, like you said. So Michael had said from Rantoul, I was at the DMV, and a guy was giving a test to a young man and had to teach him how to sign his name. And that was his first instruction on signing. I mean, you have to sign your name on numerous
didn't know how to sign his name
official papers.
I don't know. You better be really surprised in Champaign-Urbana how many people can't read. Probably be pretty surprised.
Yeah.
Just and I think cursive is going away. What one texter said about the last time he did. They taught him in the 90s.
Yeah, they taught us to write cursive in grade school in the 90s, and we got to middle school, and the teachers wanted us to print. No one to read anything. I graduated in high school in 2005. So that was when the evolution started of, we're typing more and we're texting and we're doing computers. And I'm sure they teach keyboarding and things like that.
Oh, sure, because your keyboard.
Probably in the younger years.
But now we're
elementary school. I had typing in high school.
Yeah, me too. But now it's like we all type with one finger on our phone. That's our new typing. And we're sending text. We're trying to do voice text. If you don't speak loud enough, it's all messed up anyway.
In fact, this guy, Tyler, when he texted in, the word right is RIGHT.
Yep.
So I'm sure that's a voice text, but
No,
we are
no,
talking
no,
about
no,
education.
No, exactly.
It's
We're talking.
WRITE.
It's and I bluster all the time about how you got to learn to speak, but I think writing. I mean, one thing that will be absolute. Yes, it'll take you 5 more minutes, but you'll stand out in the world if you write a note that you can read. Because a lot of times handwriting is poor. You can't read a note.
One thing that happened to me recently in a conversation was AI and how much we use that and how often do you ask questions. And then when you're asking questions, it's getting worked up in your algorithm then. And then you could start seeing ads and things like that.
No.
They're
the privacy jokes. We're wasting a lot of trees on sending privacy notices from companies. There is no privacy.
There is no privacy.
If you have a phone, my phone right now is dark, but it's on. People can hear it.
It's listening.
It's somebody out there. They're bots and stuff.
Right.
But yeah.
But it's alerted on some key words if things were to turn violent, for instance. I guess.
Well, that's what I got blocked from Facebook and YouTube a lot during the last administration. Okay, Busey knows the importance of a lasting promise. They're pleased to offer financial support toward continuing education endeavors to applicants of all ages and educational backgrounds through the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarship. Through the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarship Fund, $25,000 in scholarships will be awarded, $2,500 at a time. They'll give 10 people these scholarships. Why? There we go. You're going to type it, but if you could write pretty, it'd probably be cool to have you write it. The scholarships can be used for tuition, fees, books, or supplies for continuing education. The application deadline is June 3rd, 2026. Applicants will be required to meet specific eligibility requirements. If you would like to look into the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarships eligibility criteria and application process, it can be found at busey.com/scholarship. Busey.com/scholarship. Why won't you try?
Right.
10 on $2,500 each would be a nice little gift.
Yeah. Might cover the books or something like that.
Well, it'd be something at Parkland to cover half the tuition, whatever that is. It's all so low.
Right.
At Parkland for sure. But no, it certainly will help and make the parents very happy too. All right, get that done. By the way, I was talking to somebody about how do you know a test is not written by AI? And the answer to that is we don't.
I see.
So you can have, a 5-page piece on the Revolutionary War and just go through and make a few changes and probably get away with that. There's got to be something that'll come along to check it and wonder if you can compare with another app, but then somebody will come up with another app. We're going to check your Fox.
Endless cycle.
I mean, yeah. All right, we'll check your Fox Business. That'll be coming up next. It's ESPN 93.5. I want to let you know how you can help with the flags for Memorial Day. We'll get that on in just a couple of moments. Stand by.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
What is most important in your life? This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. If you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Hey, do you have sewer blockages, problems? Are your toilets gurgling? Why deal with the headache? Call Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions today. We can come out and clean your line, camera it, show you what the problem is, and then we have an expert underground team that can make those repairs. 217-355-5512. We are here for you when you need us. Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window.
Stocks appear heading for another upbeat week as investors approach the long holiday weekend. Estee Lauder shares are up 11%. Lauder and beauty brand Pooch have ended their merger talks. Analysts were critical of the deal, saying a merger would not have been a good fit. Online human resources company Workday is crushing rumors that artificial intelligence would make the software industry obsolete. Workday's earnings and sales topped expectations for the recent quarter, and it continues to sign up more subscribers. IMAX shares are up more than 14%. The Wall Street Journal says the movie screen company is exploring a sale. BJ's Wholesale reported an upbeat quarter. Shoppers looking to save were buying gas and ordering more online, and it signed up more members. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
My doctor said I could use something called a biosimilar. Then she told me what it is.
A biosimilar is a type of biologic medication. Just like brand name drugs have generic versions, original biologics can have biosimilars.
So I asked what the benefits are and if they work the same.
Biosimilars have the same safety, effectiveness, and quality as the original biologic. They also offer more medication options at potentially more competitive prices.
My doctor said I could learn more at fda.gov/biosimilars.
328-2424. Tatman's Towing. 24 hours every day. Tatman's Towing. 328-2424. Tatman's Towing. 328-2424. Tatman's Towing. 24 hours every day. 328-2424. We have pull and we're hooked on you. Tatman's Towing.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Hi, this is Richard of Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights.
And I'm Selena, the other half. When something breaks or needs built right, we know you don't have time to wait.
That's why we handle everything from on-site repair to full turnkey facility projects.
With over 150 years of combined industry experience behind every job.
We're also your local dealer for Chief Green System.
So you're getting equipment you can count on.
Give us a call at 217-574-5050.
Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Built on experience, powered by people.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola?
Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
All right, Tim, Gale Ferrex Trucking, you're looking for some wonderful drivers, aren't you?
Well, we're looking for some reliable professional drivers, and we just decided now through the end of May we're going to do our $4,000 sign-on bonus to qualified drivers. That's 23 years old, 2 years experience, safe background, safe driving history, and we'll put it into work and make them some money and get them home on weekends.
Think any other trucking company offers that kind of a deal between now and the end of May, and then also you're home on weekends?
Yeah, and things are looking up right now.
And Dedicated Diesel and Gale Ferrex Trucking, you can reach Tim Onstadt how?
TIMO@GFTLOG.com is my email. They can get my cell phone at 765-505-1295. The office, 765-793-7131, extension 4.
Tim Onstadt, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
A couple of days ago, we had Jason Moore on, who's a reservist for the Navy, and he's working very hard on the Grandview Cemetery, where so many military are buried.
That's right off Route 150 in Staley between Champaign and Mahomet.
We put little flags in, and big flags, and you might want to help, but we'll tell you how now. Jason, how many flags?
It's close to 2,100 gravesite flags that morning.
You just stick them in the ground?
Yep.
And the ground's moist for sure right now. So
it should be good this year.
Yeah.
We've got pokers if it's hard, because in the past it's been kind of hot and dry, but we've got everything kind of worked out.
2,100. I mean, and these are veterans?
Yep, all veterans out at Grandview.
But we like service organizations, obviously. We like the Scouts. We like any, church groups, things like that, to make, share the burden and it's lighter.
Well, if you get 1,000 people, it'll take 5 minutes.
Yeah. We've got a pretty good science of it now, so we've got maps and charts, so we kind of know exactly where to walk and how to.
But you never know how many are helping.
No, that's the one kind of drawback to it.
So how many is normal? 10?
Probably about 10 to 15.
It'd be nice to have 30.
It would be really nice to have 30.
So it'd be what time? 8. You said 8 a.m. Saturday.
8 a.m. Saturday at Grandview.
And you're walking around. It's a solemn deal. You're thankful. You maybe say a little prayer. You put them in the ground and.
Oh, 100%. And it's it kind of brings a lot of insight to what we do out there, because they've got the VA markers on there, so there's a little bit of history sometimes with each veteran when you're doing it. You see their rank, where they may have served.
Wow.
Some of them even served, in multiple different conflicts. So it's really interesting.
Is only veterans out there?
No, not only veterans.
Okay, so it'd be obvious which is the veterans and which aren't.
Yes.
Okay.
Grandview Cemetery is at 4112 Bloomington Road. That's Bloomington Road and Staley Road, right off Route 150 between Mahomet and Champaign.
How do you feel when you do that? I mean, you've been around this for a while, but does it still get like wow? I mean, it's kind of a wow.
Oh, 100%. Kind of, lack of a better term, hits you in the feels there. So, I've lost sailors in my career, so it's real meaningful for me.
Now, you're also putting up the huge Avenue-style flags with a couple hundred of those at 6 a.m. on Memorial Day morning.
Yeah, so we do close to 400 of those, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning on Memorial Day. That takes a couple hours to get up, because those are the 8x11 flags, so the big flags that we put up for Avenue.
And I see, to make the whole thing look so not festive. It's solemn, thankful, all the things, the emotions you have, but it really lines it really
does,
nicely.
Yep.
400 of those?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the program now. Rich Barnett, who was an Army guy, he worked for Pepsi for years. He's just was a great guy that really got this going, and kind of suckered you and I into this, Jason Moore. So let's talk about that program at 10:30 on Memorial Day.
All right. So 10:30 is our service out there. It's right there as you enter the cemetery. We'll have a tent and chairs. We do recommend that you bring your own chair because it fills up fast. We'll have the American Heritage Girls out there. They do the Pledge of Allegiance for us every year. Toast to Champagne will be out. They sing all the service songs and various other songs throughout the ceremony and program. VFW 5520 does the taps for us, and the Marine Corps League will be doing the posting of the colors.
Appreciate everything people do for that. You too, Diane.
Thank you. And if you have mobility issues, we have shortwave radios, so you can stay in your car or vehicle if you need, and just listen in to this patriotic program again at 10:30 on Monday. I know here in Philo at the Military Memorial, it's at 9 a.m. In Sydney, it's 10 a.m. and it's 11 a.m. in Savoy.
Okay, very good. And again, for the little flags, what time tomorrow?
8 a.m. to help put those, and 6 a.m. for the 8-foot by 11-foot avenue flag.
Appreciate Jason Moore and others, and you, Diane, for helping. It's an awesome deal. We'll be back. It's ESPN 93.5, 829 News, Weather, Sports, all coming up.
Fighting Illini football season tickets are on sale now. After selling out season tickets last year, the Illini are gearing up for an even bigger 2026. Under head coach Brett Bielema, the Illini have stacked the most wins in back-to-back seasons in program history, and the momentum isn't slowing down. Season tickets start at just $16 per game. Be part of the action, the energy, and the Illini family. Don't wait. Get your 2026 Illinois football season tickets before they're sold out at fightingillini.com.
Hi, this is Taylor from Shimmer and Chic Boutique. We would like to invite you to help us celebrate our 7th year anniversary event on Saturday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We will be giving out free koozies with purchases. We have discounts for the first 30 customers in our store. We have special summer graphics for $17 and a free koozie with purchase. Please stop in and see us in downtown Tuscola on May 30th. Shimmer and Chic Boutique is located at 101 North Main Street in downtown Tuscola.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. Some movement with Iran. Secretary Rubio with a Memorial Day weekend outlook for averting new U.S. military action.
We await word on those conversations that are ongoing. There's been some slight progress. I don't want to exaggerate it, but there's been a little bit of movement, and that's good. The fundamentals remain the same. Iran can never have a nuclear weapon.
Secretary Rubio in Sweden for a NATO summit adds Iran wants to toll the Strait of Hormuz and talk Oman into joining them, which President Trump says is a no-go. Remembering NASCAR legend Kyle Busch, who passed away suddenly with a severe illness, age 41. His final NASCAR on Fox interview on winning Dover last week, he was asked, why do these moments never get old?
You never know when the last one is.
Kyle's former team, Hendricks Motorsports, says as much as he loved to drive, nothing brought him more joy than being a husband, a father, and watching his son race. America is listening to Fox News.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois lawmakers sending legislation designed to curb junk fees to the governor's desk. The state Senate passed a measure designed to target mandatory fees tacked onto purchases. These include convenience or processing fees for booking a hotel, buying tickets to a live event, or ordering food via delivery apps. Champaign Church shutting down its interior playground after years of families having fun. They committed to use the First Christian Church playground for more than 20 years. The church said in the past few months there's been property damage, inappropriate substances, and adult material found there. IDOT and law enforcement agencies across Illinois urging drivers to be safe on the roadways. Over this Memorial Day weekend, they're launching the Click It or Ticket campaign to crack down on seatbelt violators and impaired drivers through next Tuesday. During the Memorial Day campaign, law enforcement will step up traffic safety efforts. Drive safe and watch out for others. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in Central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Well, we'll be surrounded by weather systems to the west, to the southwest, and down to the south, none of which is expected to greatly impact the area, but cloud cover will stick around from time to time and a little shower activity here and there. Very much many more dry hours expected here versus wet weather hours over the holiday weekend. Speaking of wet weather, just a 30% chance this afternoon. The high near 70 with mainly cloudy skies, easterly wind down tonight to a low of 57. Rain chances up to 50% this evening, and again overnight tonight. Back down in the rain chances for the day tomorrow at 30%. Cloudiness, milder weather though, and 77 with a shower chance early and late in the day. 50-50 chances, a couple of showers here for the day on Sunday. Mostly cloudy, the high near 80. Partly sunny and dry for the holiday Monday itself with a high near 80 degrees and warm. Humid weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. Humidity down a little bit on Thursday, but Tuesday through Thursday next week, a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures lower and middle 80s. Overnight readings down into the 60s. Have a safe holiday weekend. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Hi, this is Jason Snyder with Philo Exchange Bank. For over 140 years, we have been rooted in your community, making local decisions for local people. We know you and understand your goals. In a world where so much feels uncertain, one thing remains the same. We are here for you. Reliable, local, trusted for generations. Visit us in St. Joseph, Philo, Allerton, Broadlands, and our newest branch in Tolono opening this spring.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circus Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circus Sports has it all. Circus Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. Player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, and best of all, no bet fees. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circus Sports has you covered. Download the Circus Sports app or visit circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Indianapolis 500, of course, this weekend. That's when they always have it, Memorial Day.
That's on Sunday.
Mike Coble, he's track rescue pit road firefighter. What the heck is that, Mike? What's that mean?
We wear many hats, CB.
how you doing today?
Good. Hey, nice to have you on. So you've been involved in this how long?
Well, this is my 38th year in the fire service, and I've been doing track rescue since 07, so not quite 20 years on that side of it.
Could you not have been popcorn or something? What the heck? Why would you want? I mean, you're going out there in really tough situations then.
Well, I tell you what, let me switch off speaker real quick. There, I can hear you a little bit better. You got me?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, perfect. Just another specialty of the fire service. I was the Eastern Prairie chief there in Champaign County and retired from airport as assistant chief out at Willard Airport about 5-6 years ago. And just another unique specialty of the fire service.
But you have to you have to be watching everything all the time, right? Just in case.
Yes, our motto at any track for our crews is keep your head on a swivel.
Mm. And then when do you
never know what's going to happen?
Well, when do you know go time? This is serious kind of thing.
Well, anytime the track's hot and cars are on track, and then they're constantly moving, depending on the series, into NASCAR, what have you, they're constantly moving around the garage and access to track areas. So I guess any time cars are scheduled to be fired up is go time.
And so you'll have a vantage point where you can see the whole thing at once?
Well, Indianapolis, no.
Okay, yeah, 2.5 mile track.
I've got, the front and back stretch are 5/8 miles, and it's 2.5 miles all the way around. But my partner and I sit on one of our fire carts. They're essentially a golf cart with our equipment in the bed. And we're positioned at pit out. So as the cars leave pit road, we'll be right next to the first pit. And it's probably Alex below the 10 car this year. So if you see two red things on a golf cart, that's me and my partner, Brad.
Well, we hope you get a sit for the whole race. Has that ever happened?
Oh, yeah. What'll happen is when the cars come into pits, one of us, we take turns covering the front of that car, so the nose of that car, and that way we've got coverage on both sides of it. But we're ready to respond up and down pit road to assist any of the other pit road firemen that are assigned to each pit in case we've got a major incident that's more than one person can handle. What
do you wear? Because you have to be all geared up, right?
Yeah, the equipment we wear is not fireproof. Nothing's fireproof, but they're a very nice, breathable fire suit that we wear. No mix hood, gloves, of course, and helmets on race day. It's a lot nicer to wear, and it's a lot lighter than structural fire gear, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I bet so, but you are hot during these or not?
Well, we've worn different suits over the years. These that we have now, we got a couple of years ago, and they're very breathable. They wick the moisture off of you. And when you can catch a nice breeze, it's almost like standing in front of an air conditioner.
Very nice. All right. Well, Mike Coble, this is very unique. We've never talked to a track rescue pit road firefighter. Never.
Yeah. But there's so many other skills, Stevie. And for me, Champaign County Freedom Celebration, and one of the cool moves from Mike Coble was getting Captain Rat and the Blind Rivets to perform for our evening program. Thank you for that.
How'd you do that?
Well, picked up the phone and asked him. We haven't had Captain Rat the Blind Rivets for several years, and they were always a mainstay way back when I was with the Freedom Celebration Committee, and then I left and was on the fair board for a few years, but they were very excited to play, and Roger Perlman and I have been doing some communication back and forth, and as always, he guarantees everybody will have fun.
No, they always are fun to have that. Well, listen, I hope the race goes. I hope it's boring for you, Mike.
Well, you know what? That's okay. I'm sitting there. I can see coming out of turn one through turn one off of pit road. So I've probably got the best seats in the house.
Nice.
But do you wear hearing protection when you're that close?
Yeah, so what we have every firefighter, we've definitely got some very capable ladies on the team, and they do a wonderful job. A lot of places call us the best in the business, and they truly are. But we're equipped with radios to talk to race control, and then a headset, which is also going to be noise reducing. Yeah.
Well, listen. Stay safe. We appreciate you very much jumping on and telling us a little about it, Mike.
I'll bet everybody at the track where you are right now in Indianapolis was just taken aback by the death of Kyle Busch.
Yes. Yeah. Never actually. We can meet drivers once in a while, just happenstance. Never actually got to meet or talk with Kyle, but there was a time when he was like his namesake is Rowdy, and but he's love him or hate him, he's a heck of a race driver, right. And we all said a prayer for them and the family at our team meeting this morning. And
awesome.
And his son Brexton is one heck of a quarter midget dirt car racer, and I sure hope that continues for him.
Okay,
Mike, thank you for joining us. Be safe and hope it goes really well.
Enjoy
for the
your
Indianapolis
Indy 500,
500.
Mike Coble.
You bet, guys. Santino Ferrucci for the win. Brand new winner this year.
Okay, nice tip. Thanks, Mike Coble. Appreciate it. Thank you. ESPN 93.5.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
JT Barnhart, president of OSF Healthcare Sacred Heart Medical Center.
Yeah, going well. It's taken us a little bit of time to get construction done. We're just really committed to that service. Such a need in every community, behavioral health, and so we felt like we had a unique opportunity to really serve the patients struggling with mental health crisis and issues. We also have our full-service emergency room. I always want to make sure the community knows we didn't close our ER. It's there. We have physicians and providers and nurses there in the ER to take care of patients. Of specialty services, we have in Danville, we have in Bloomington. If patients want to stay within OSF, we have transfer. If you come in and need something that we can't do on this campus, we'll transfer you and keep you within our organization. But ER is open, still seeing about 40 patients a day.
JT Barnhart, he is the CEO of OSF Healthcare Sacred Heart Medical Center. Again, they're in Danville and Urbana and Bloomington, 17 locations around the state. And again, this one in Urbana really focused on helping you in your behavioral and your mental.
Visit osfhealthcare.org.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
When your operation can't afford downtime, call the people who treat your business like their own. At Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights, you're working with over 150 years of combined industry experience, handling everything from on-site repairs to complete turnkey facility solutions. Call Richard and Selena for your next project, whether it's custom fabrication, emergency field repairs, or full system installation. They're also your local dealer for Chief Crane Systems. Call 217-574-5050. Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Experience you can count on. People you can trust.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Don't miss the Memorial Day sale at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. Get the best whole house BOGO deals this week. Now you can buy 1 square foot of any floor and get the second foot half off. That's any carpet, any floor, and it's all BOGO. Half off. Plus, you could shop the amazing selection of furniture, rugs, and accessories. It's all buy one, get one half off. And buy with 2 years free financing. It's the Memorial Day Whole House BOGO sale. Only at Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
It is 8:49, ESPN 93.5. A check of your Memorial Day weekend weather with our meteorologist, Greg Sollier.
So we get everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. While we'll be surrounded by weather systems to the west, to the southwest, and down to the south, none of which is expected to greatly impact the area, but cloud cover will stick around from time to time and a little shower activity here and there. Very much many more dry hours expected here versus wet weather hours over the holiday weekend. Speaking of wet weather, just a 30% chance this afternoon, the high near 70 with mainly cloudy skies, easterly wind down tonight to a low of 57, rain chances up to 50% this evening, and again overnight tonight, back down in the rain chances for the day tomorrow at 30%. Cloudiness, milder weather though, and 77 with a shower chance early and late in the day. 50-50 chances, a couple of showers here for the day on Sunday. Mostly cloudy, the high near 80. Partly sunny and dry for the holiday Monday itself with a high near 80 degrees and warm. Humid weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. Humidity down a little bit on Thursday, but Tuesday through Thursday next week, couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures lower and middle 80s. Overnight readings down into the 60s. Have a safe holiday weekend. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Explore the wonder of travel. Fly Sierra, where you are one stop away from your world destination. Park for free and enjoy shorter rides as you begin your adventure from Sierra in Bloomington to your bucket list destination on the other side of the ocean. And when you return, you're home in record time after touchdown. Go to Sierra.com/airlines to book today. Sierra.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now at Lands, it's a great time to buy a new Trane heating and cooling system. We are offering special financing or up to $1,500 off any qualifying Trane system. At Lands, we know what it takes to deliver exceptional comfort, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you are thinking of a new comfort system, now is the time to buy. And remember, it's hard to stop a Trane. I'm Troy Lands. You can count on my company because you can count on me.
I'm Paul Reekin. At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, we guarantee the best deal on your next appliance purchase.
Hold on, guarantee? How do you guarantee the best deal? It's impossible to know every deal.
Sure. At Dick Van Dyke, we use the computer to check pricing, and we give the best deal with our very own in-house service team, giving you the best protection for years after delivery.
Oh, hold on, very own service team? I mean, that's a little hard to believe.
You've seen Dick Van Dyke Appliance service trucks all over Central Illinois, from Peoria to Decatur, Springfield to Champaign, everywhere in between.
Hold on, those trucks could be driving themselves. I mean, it's not like you're even watching the news. It's all part of the plan, Paul.
Nah, they're driven by our factory certified technicians. Is that a foil hat you're getting out?
Put it on.
Okay. Are the bad deals in the room with us right now?
Shh, big box store's watching.
Wow.
Big Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
A couple of days ago, we had the principal, assistant principal at Unity High School raising money for the scholarship stuff.
Yeah.
And Unity won the regional in softball.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
That's terrific. I know the 60th anniversary concert for Candy Foster is on Sunday, May 24th at the Virginia. And this all-star tribute starts at 7. So take note of that this weekend. That'll be fun to catch. The Virginia Theater actually busy tonight at 7 and tomorrow 1 and 7 with Finding Nemo Jr. being
That's
put
where?
on.
Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good movie.
It's actually a play that they're putting on with the youth theater.
That's a good play.
So the kids will be singing and doing their costumes and stuff as Finding Nemo.
How do you just kind of wave your arms and you're underwater
I'm not sure
and stuff?
how it looks.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great. Worked hard on it, I know that.
But I've run into Candy Foster inside the last 2 weeks, and
That's
he's
a good
looking
man.
good and feeling good.
He's in his 80s now.
Yeah, that's right.
But Candy's been around a long time. Great, guy. Really good man.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good guy. And you saw Lauren Tate, our friend.
That's right.
I haven't seen Lauren in a little while.
Quite a sportscaster for our area for, 7 decades? He's going to get the Lulier Spirit Award at Homecoming in September.
Yeah, I mean, he started in the 60s.
I know.
67, that's a long time. Picked a lot of fingers. I'll be on the other hand.
Right.
But he's doing well and still very productive and very good.
That's right.
Still very, very content rich.
So much talent in our area. I love it.
Well, listen, enjoy. Don't forget the soldier that died for us that to keep us free. We would not have free without the soldier. We would not have what we have for 250 years without fighting for it, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're vulnerable in a military way, there's bad actors out there that would love to take over the United States.
That's right.
We thank our soldiers. We thank our military. Thank the people that love our country.
God bless America.
God bless America, and God bless our soldier. It's always been about the soldier and keeping this thing going.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of attitude and love and appreciation for what you got.
Enjoy your holiday. I know we have 39 million traveling by car is what AAA was estimating. So,
well, be safe.
Exactly.
And we're going to come back on Tuesday and talk to you about all it.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. We thank you. The guys will be back on this afternoon for the weekend show. Evan and Curtis will be here after 3 with their show, The Drive. All right, I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Thank you to the military and our soldiers, our brave people. Have a blessed weekend.
Fighting Illini football season tickets are on sale now. After selling out season tickets last year, the Illini are gearing up for an even bigger 2026. Under head coach Brett Bielema, the Illini have stacked the most wins in back-to-back seasons in program history, and the momentum isn't slowing down. Season tickets start at just $16 per game. Be part of the action, the energy, and the Illini family. Don't wait. Get your 2026 Illinois football season tickets before they're sold out at fightingillini.com.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Urbana's Market at the Square is happening May through October every Saturday from 7 a.m. to noon. Rain or shine at Illinois and Vine, a mainstay in downtown Urbana, connecting the community with local growers and artisans. Shop one of the best selections of handmade, grown in Illinois products, including produce, meat, dairy, honey, local beer, wine, flowers, handmade art, and crafts. To learn more, visit urbanamarket.org.
Hi, this is Taylor from Shimmer and Chic Boutique. We would like to invite you to help us celebrate our 7th year anniversary event on Saturday, May 30th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We will be giving out free koozies with purchases. We have discounts for the first 30 customers in our store. We have special summer graphics for $17 and a free koozie with purchase. Please stop in and see us in downtown Tuscola on May 30th. Shimmer and Chic Boutique is located at 101 North Main Street in downtown Tuscola.
Why use Lands Underground Solutions? We have the team, the technology, the tools, and the most experienced team in the industry.
Hi, it's Wes from Lands Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Lands is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Lands we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Lands Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Everyone knows when you turn the key and the car won't run? Call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. Sarah Champagne Managing Partner Ben Quattrone on why integrity is important at Sarah.
We hire the person. The person makes the deal. The person makes the department. The person makes everyone around them treat people with courtesy and respect. If you have a quality human being, you can play any position, right? We're talking about sports. They can perform in any department, and I could teach someone a job, but I can't teach them to be a good person.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com. This is WSJK Tuscola.